Good afternoon. My name is Vasily Golubev. I'm 55 years old and I'm a medical doctor specialized in psychiatry and psychotherapy. My serious health problems appeared in 2013, a few years after a serious injury. Suddenly, I was practically immobilized and unable to move due to severe pain in the lower back, in laying, standing, and sitting position. My back didn't hurt only when I was on all fours. According to the exams, I had a disc prolapse of the L4-L5 segment into the canal by 7.5 millimeters with compression of the contents of the spinal canal and all its charming symptoms. I had vertebral L3-L5 instability, sacralization at L5 and spina bifida as S1, and impaired facet trophism in the lumbar vertebrae. The consequences of the injury, a scar on the left dome of the diaphragm, created tension through all the body. The doctor suggested an operation, which I was not convinced in. I searched and found many people who helped me in one way or another to a greater or lesser extent. It demanded a lot of effort. In the morning, for example, I needed up to 2 hours of exercise therapy to somehow start moving. For many years, I wore a corset covering my entire back. I also had to walk with tracking poles because when the back was overloaded and there was no way to keep it upright, the tracking poles helped me. I used to place them here under my armpits and had my back unloaded. In general, I had severe functional limitations. In 2021, I discovered Mental-motion Wu-Xing by Sergey Tsoy, and as soon as the opportunity arose, I joined his basic training, wearing a corset and with tracking poles. At first, it was quite difficult for me to do everything, but then it somehow got better and better. A little over a year has passed. I'm practically without the corset. I can walk and drive. My work involves a significant number of business trips where I must drive a car, which I can do now without orthotics, sitting on my back. My present state allows me to move quite actively. I restarted martial art training a few months ago. Now I train on a full scale and of course, I'm very happy about it. Mental-motion Wu-Xing is an amazing system for the patient as well as for the health professional. I realized that this system is already a few decades old. It is very multifaceted and deep from the professional point of view. I understand that almost all the positions are integrated in there, such as those described by Nikolai Bernstein in the coordination and regulation of movements, as well as those developed by Boris Velichkovsky, professor of the Moscow State University, about the levels of organization of consciousness. I can see a lot of working elements in Wu-Xing and a lot of interesting parallels with the Platonov's The World as a Psychological and Therapeutic Factor. Many points of Wu-Xing include the same integration tools as, for example, in Bloomberg rhythmic movement training and their Porger's polyvagal theory. I would like to use a metaphor to describe this amazing system. Wu-Xing is like a mirror. The longer you look into it, the more you see and recognize. It has high value in many ways to improve one's well-being. It can be seen as a challenge, emotional and willpower. Those who want to experience this system will discover a lot of amazing moments in themselves and in the world around them. Many thanks.
Больше включаем. Держим 4. Стопы, кулаки. Стопы, кулаки. Лицо не напрягаем. Улыбочка. Лицо расслаблено. Активно работаем зоной.